So I know that you play piano because I've watched some of your videos online and they're fantastic. So, but how many instruments do you play and do you have a favorite?
Oh, well, sorry to let you down here. Actually, I only play the piano. It's my one instrument. Certainly, as a composer, you have to know the techniques of all the different instruments and what they're capable of creating. But I only play the piano. I guess you could also say I also play the radio, but it's really only the piano.
Well, that's a pretty great thing to do. And the fact that you understand the techniques, I remember in college when I was taking orchestration and I would write stuff and the teacher would go, "No, no, 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 no. French horn cannot go that high, Michelle." All these things
Right.
you learn and transposition just makes my head hurt.
Same here. It seems like there has to be an easier way. But I think that's one of the joys of becoming a composer is learning what all of these other instruments are capable of. Something that always fascinated me was asking the question, why does music sound good? I've really enjoyed kind of pursuing that question over the years, and it's rooted deeply in physics and mathematics, actually. And a lot of musicians don't even learn about this. The scales, where the 12 notes of our Western scales come from, um, is it's rooted in math and ratios of frequencies. And there's a beautiful thing that you can do by looking at strings and how if you excite a string, you can make it vibrate faster and faster. And you're always going to get a certain number of nodes in that string. It's sort of um, a node would be a place where the string is not really moving, but it's bending between the nodes up and down and vibrating. You're always going to get some integer number of nodes. It's a requirement of physics. If you didn't get an integer number of nodes, you'd have a wave across the string interfering with itself. And from this fact of physics, you can actually um, you get these different modes of vibration. You can get sort of one node, two nodes, three nodes, four nodes. And then if you look at the sounds that these produce and the ratios of these different frequencies, from those you can get the different notes of the 12 note scale that we have. There's a little more complexity to it, of course, but I find that fascinating.
That is. And I remember learning about the golden mean with regard to music. That probably plays into that. And as a string player and doing brass instruments, playing around with partials and harmonics, that's fascinating.
Absolutely.